Boo is on a live with what's his Bob Homestead. This one.
Who is?
Boo,
Who?
you ready?
Where are they there?
Oh.
What's up, Chris?
Tell me something, man. I might do a Randy and say something.
Oh, I got
What's up?
echo, 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 echo.
For me?
No, me.
Okay.
I had
Oh,
two channels open.
I gotta turn off my sound on my YouTube. Hold on. Oh, turn that off. There you go.
Oh, Louisiana guy, Boo.
Yeah, Boo.
I couldn't place a name to it. They had some type of a pretty nasty shooting in Louisiana today.
Well,
If it was,
there was at least four mass shootings in the last couple of days.
yeah, 8 children were shot today. Crazy. And you were from, I can't remember. They said one age of 1 year old and up. Craziness. What's up, Bat? Christopher, what's up? What's up, Joel? Uncle
USA.
Smiley? Shreveport, yeah.
Chris.
What's up, Scotty?
Hey, Scotty. Ooh.
The Moose, how you doing, buddy? Uncle Smiley, I didn't say, I think I already did, but it is, man. It's absolutely horrible. What in the world did a 1 year old do to anybody? I guess there's two ways of looking at it, but that just don't make sense. Barbecue Mike G, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Mike. Everybody come in tonight.
Yeah, I'm surprised. He's usually a lurker. He came out the weeds. What's up, Dutch? So what size garden you gonna put in? Listening while cleaning a trailer. Maybe you can't answer that, Dutch. I see. I do like to lurk. Sometimes it's more relaxing to lurk. I see where Bill Purvis is selling a trailer.
Yeah.
Closed lids or something like that, I think he said. Whatever that was. Closed tops, closed lids.
No. He was talking about the competition. We went to the competition this week. Is there anyone else closing lids?
Everyone else what?
Closing lids?
Oh. I don't know, it was in his during his maybe he took the trailer there, okay. He was trying to sell it there. And I saw the picture of it and said he was trying to get rid of it, and then I saw closed lids or something like that. All in the same ad. What's up, Mike?
Looking at
8x24, 6-foot porch. Nice.
M&T Aquatics. What's up, man?
Yep. What's up, Mike? We had when I used to go camping a lot, there was a guy right before I stopped. There's a guy and his wife got one of those where you fold down the back of it, and it's all steel wrought iron railing around a porch back there covered. That thing was nice, but I'd hate to even begin to think of what something like that cost. Plus, I was wondering what kind of weight that's put on the tail end, as far as you bouncing going down the road. They probably got it all figured out. What's up, Russ? Damn,
Not much, man. I just,
I got an alert.
huh?
I got an alert before that you were backstage before you were actually backstage.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I had to finish up watching a movie. I, I
All the
thought
fancy stuff.
it would time out about right, and it did. Whew.
Summit. I got a Summit Racing shirt still.
Do you?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
is
I
that
like that.
embroidered?
No, I don't think so. It's this is what's on the back. Can you see that?
Yeah, I
So,
don't have my. Yep, I see that.
Yeah.
Mine's blank, blank on the back.
It's a 50-year anniversary from like I don't know when they come out with it, but no, not 50 years. It said from 1968. That's when they, but it is anniversary edition.
Yeah, mine's just black with Summit Racing embroidered.
Yeah, I'll order a little bit from them every now and then. What I just is the air conditioning things that I ordered that I actually got there cheaper. Those GM high side service ports. They got the original GM. I know I order them, and I mean I don't order no racing stuff because I don't race, but they have a
Yeah,
lot of the other stuff, you know.
yeah. I haven't bought anything for the Chevelle in a long time, but I
Yeah,
never really was a Jegs person. Everything I ordered was from Summit,
yeah,
and I probably have ordered a couple things from Jegs, but it was 9 times out of 10 it was Summit that I went to,
right.
and still and old money. I know what the old money is. And so that lady ever call you back to the AC job?
Yeah, yeah, she did. I actually texted her last Sunday after we got through just to make sure. And she brought it. I got her back up and going. Ended up putting a new compressor on it, and anyway, it was cool and good. That was at Infinity Q50. That's a nice looking car. Somebody took
Oh,
real good care of it. Yeah, I done that. Then I had a guy yesterday brought me a Honda. This is 2002 Honda CRV, and he had multiple issues. He has a compressor that the clutch coil will not. You can hear it trying to engage, but it wouldn't fully engage, and it's getting a full 12 volts. That would. I got some test lights I built out of headlight bulbs, and when all of them on, it pulls almost 7 amps. You know,
right.
so a clutch coil only takes like 4 amps to operate. And I could hear it trying to engage, and it never would. So I put I checked ohms on it to see if it was, you know, how the resistance was. I know it wasn't completely open circuit because it was trying, but it
Right.
was reading zero point 0.0, which indicates a direct short normally. So I never could wrap my head around that. I'm like, this thing's got a direct short, but it's not popping a fuse. Anyway, I told him he would need another compressor, but that wasn't the main issue. The relay that turns it on, it has both the powers, you know, one for the load and one for the control, but it was not getting the ground. The ground is set up through the PCM. And man, I spent a day and a half going through that entire system. Finally got it down. It's called a multiplex controller, and it sends signals to various things like your brake light, your dome light. It turns the EC on. What it does is it sends a signal to the PCM, and if that signal is not the right signal, it won't allow that compressor to come on. And anyway, that thing screwed up. The brake light was on, dome light didn't work. That's symptoms of that going out. It was sending a signal. I was able to see it with my little small oscilloscope, but it wasn't the right signal to actually tell that compressor to turn on. So I told him what he's looking at. He says, okay. He goes, I only paid $600. I'm like, yeah, sometimes you got to decide if it's worth putting all that money in because he's looking at a compressor. And I don't know if you can even find that multiplex thing, you know. And
Junkyard, baby.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe eBay, something like that. But I just assumed him not fix it. That was a pain. But I had to take almost all the panels off the front of that thing just to get to the wiring. I was back probing the PCM and checking signal and grounds and all that crap. I like cars that's got the PCM up under the hood. That's easy to get to, you know. But this thing's it was up underneath, right behind the glove box, shoved in there above the evaporator box. God, there ain't nothing easy about this car. But anyway,
Like,
I got
sure.
another guy coming tomorrow bringing a van. Russ want to install the AC system in a 39 Dodge. Oh, I've done plenty of vintage units. I've done vintage, and they got another company called Old Air. When I worked at A1 air conditioning shop, we have cruising the coast here, and a lot of those old classic cars and antiques would come to us, and we would order the unit and everything, and I would install them. You know, me and Stanley would sometimes install them. I did a what was it? A Model A one time. I had to build the compressor mounts and everything for it. It didn't come with it was just a universal type kit that I had to make work, you know. But I used to enjoy those. Install it from start to finish because they certainly didn't come with air back then.
Yeah, there used to be a guy up this way. He's passed away now. I thought his boys were going to run it, but they tried for about a year maybe, and they closed up. Also, it's called Cheseldine's, and that's what he did, like old AC units,
Yeah,
vintage, like rehab type stuff, old
yeah,
school stuff.
right. Most of them are like under dash unit, but I did a Camaro, a '68 Camaro. It was a beautiful Camaro, and that kid actually had it coming out vents and everything on the front. You didn't see
My,
no under dash on that car.
my '87 C10 pickup, he did that one, and that's what, just the same way. You didn't see that
Under dash, yeah.
unit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to look at that 68, you would think all that was original air when I got through with it, you know.
Yeah, 39 or 440. I see Jeff's dad got that 440 running, and he got his GTX started for the year. He built a 440 from scratch,
Yeah,
rebuilt it. He started fired up probably almost 2 weeks ago, but it fired up fine, but the temperature started rising a little bit. It's got it like mounted like on a stand where radiator, battery, ignition, fuel cell, everything's on this stand, and the motor being in the center of it all.
right.
But it had gauges and everything, so it started to rise up in temperatures. And yesterday I watched a video where he had to change the radiator, and they put a bigger radiator on there.
Gotcha.
I think he's putting that in an old Dodge pickup truck, if I remember correctly.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll never forget that old Model A because Ken, the owner of that shop, he goes, they don't have a motor mount or a compressor mount. And he goes, you're going to have to make one. I looked at him and said, out of what? We walked in the corner. He had a little bit of scrap metal there, but there was a sheet of stainless steel. And I'm like, oh, God, man. I was driving them crazy, grinding and grinding. I said, if I had something like that here, I'd make short order. I got that. I got two plasma cutters. I'd zip right through
Right.
that, get it
Yeah.
perfect, and drill press and everything. You know, I had to pretty much do all that one by hand. It looked good when I got through with it, but it took some work. You know.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine has an HVAC company. He's got that plasma stuff up there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll saw right through that darn stainless, aluminum, anything really, any kind of metal, anything I've had it on.
There's supposed to be some guy in this county. I don't know who he is or where he is, but I've seen some of the work. I just don't know the guy, but he has what they call like a water jet cutter.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
That's like
similar to plasma, but it's water.
yeah, that's the CNC. It cuts with water pressure. Yeah. I ain't got room for all that kind of stuff. It's just a single garage. I might would have room if I cleared out the back of the garage, one of them little 4x4s, you know, something like that. but they got laser cutters now. They got the plasma CNC, of course, and the water. You know. Well, I'd hate to get my fingers in front of that water jet. It'd take them right off. Wouldn't it?
Kid, man, it was cutting steel. What I saw two projects. One, it was some thick glass, and the other one was some steel that it cut through. And I'm like,
Yeah,
man, you got your finger in the wrong spot, wrong time. It's gone.
yeah, it's over with. Well, even on a ship, the old steam powered ships, when they had a steam leak, they would go through there they'd walk down that pipe with a broom handle in their hands. And if that leak just happened to be coming out this way, they would know it with that broomstick. They didn't walk in front of it because that was real high pressure too.
Really?
Yeah, but if it's like on the top or other side, no big deal. But you had to find out where it was coming from.
Yeah, my brother-in-law's got a laser. It's not a welder, but he can cut glass, he can cut thin metals, any wood.
What if you watch any welding channels or the bigger ones that's on YouTube? I don't know. I guess every one of them got and received a laser welder, and it lays down a pretty little bitty small bead and it penetrates really good. But it's mainly, I would think, for like sheet metal and stuff. I mean, you're not gonna weld off oat root pipe with it. You know what I'm saying?
The one Keith and Carrie have there, it's not going to do nothing real heavy materials, but what they use for it does an excellent job. I mean, they turn out.
If you got a sheet metal business and all that, man, that'd be ideal. That's better than MIG, in my opinion. Quicker too. But my welder is a TIG welder and a stick welder, and that's all I need. Tarina brought this thing home the other day from work. It goes in her deep fryer. It's a big rack, and it had a center rod that braces that screen, that stainless steel screen. It just come loose. She said, "Can you weld this back here and here?" So after I got that car out of here yesterday, I hooked up my machine. Like, here you go. It's ready, stainless steel.
Right.
So she said, "Well, that ain't coming off no time soon." I'm like, "Nope."
I'm an adult MIG.
All about MIG.
I'm all about MIG. Yeah. MIG is the easy process to learn if you're not much of a welder, and it does okay.
For Joe's Fish Shed.
Uncle Joe's Fish Shed. Hello, sir.
I used to do a lot of MIG import for weed back when I was in the whole department out there at the shipyard before I become a pipe welder.
So that's pretty intelligent, though. I mean, I guess you can't see the steam on the ships, so you take a broom handle, walk in front of you.
It'll cut that broom handle in half.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't have many steamships out there anymore. Some of the old aircraft carriers, like the one I worked on in Hampton or Newport News,
right?
It was a nuclear ship, and all that means is the nuclear energy is used to boil water to create steam. That entire ship is steam.
Right.
There's a lot of them still out and about. But like the DDGs and all that stuff we build at Ingalls, that runs off of JP5, and it's not steam propulsion or anything. I don't think Ingalls makes anything that's steam propulsion.
Mm-hmm. But them being claimed to be the same. Who was the other one? Oh, it was Randy, wasn't it?
What's that?
What was it, Randy? Everybody thought Randy was Joe or something like that.
Oh, by the way, the shipyard I'm referring to is in Pascagoula. Had to, Chris. MIG, TIG, sticks. I've already seen thermite welding a few times. I used to weld live natural gas lines. That's always fun. Yeah, I've done that out there to oil refinery. They put a blind flange on an active system, Safety come out there and sniff around it, make sure wasn't nothing coming out, and we're welding pipe just on the other side of that blind flange. I'm like, you sure that's good? Yeah, it's sniffing out good. You better hope so. You know.
Well, I guess that was his life as much as it was yours, then, right?
Huh?
I
Yeah,
said,
well, no. Safety comes out there and sniffs it, then they go on.
Okay.
Just me and the pipe fitters down there. He's getting everything
All
fit
clear.
up.
See you later.
I pack it off, and then I got to weld it out, you know, before they can remove that blind flange and then bolt the flanges up. It was expansion joints is what they were installing. But it was on the old part, you know, replacing this and replacing that somewhere in the middle of them runs.
Are you sure it sniffed well? It sniffed well when last time we checked it.
No, I watched him do it, but
A few hours ago. But we're going to the next spot now.
picture a big ball of fire come rolling out of that thing. They got stuff out there at Chevron that if it leaks and hits the atmosphere, it will ignite. You know, it's like, good Lord, dangerous stuff.
Yeah.
Most of what we done was new construction, but we did have to go into the older part of the plant and take care of some things like that. But that was a long time ago, man. That was, golly, when was that? It was 1984, 80. I think I got laid off and oh wait a minute. That's about 87, 88. Whenever they built that big expansion out there at Chevron, they done had a bunch more since then. They're always working out there. No, I ain't doing that. I tell you something makes you kind of nervous is welding on a fuel tank. Biggest trick to that is make sure it's slap full of fuel so there can't be no air in the tank. You know, you don't want to weld on one that's got a little bit of fuel and the rest of it's air. You'll blow yourself to smithereens.
I had an Amish guy on my route, and I saw him welding fuel tanks up, and I can't think of his name right now. I can't remember his name, but I asked him. I said, "Man, aren't you afraid of doing that?" And there was a motor running the whole time, and there's a little, like a little generator running, and he had a pipe from the exhaust pipe going into that fuel tank. So he's pumping in carbon monoxide, so it would rob the air, so he welded.
Yeah, that would definitely work. That'd probably be better because if you got fuel all the way up to the top, and if you're having to weld something on top, it's going to cool that weld down more than you want it to. It's going to be harder to weld, you know. Yeah, propane tanks, like people that make barbecue pits, a lot of them, before they start grinding into that and creating sparks, they'll fill it full of water that'll push out any vapors, you know.
Yeah.
And then drain the water, and it's pretty safe then. But that's how they purge that tank of any potential fumes or whatever. Water.
God, I can't remember that Amish guy's name. He was an everyday customer.
Yeah, any inert gas like that, you know, if you had a bottle of nitrogen, you know, to keep a steady purge in there, that would work too. Argon, anything like that, any inert gas. As long as it displaces the air.
Right.
I'd still be a nervous cat though.
He was moved to when the land started getting so pricey and scarce around here, we're starting to slow down. A lot of the Amish got together and they went to Southern Virginia and started another colony.
Huh. Jebediah. That sounds like a name from the Bible, don't it?
Mm-hmm. I can't believe I can't remember his name.
Andre, I'll call it.
I keep wanting to say Andy, but it's not Andy.
Andrew. No. No. No.
What's up, Taco? Yeah, it is. Fungus and you guys feeling upside down, couple over settling. I've seen that done before on television.
Yeah. Tell you something we used to do out there at the shipyard in Pascagoula, Chris. We used to. I just sold a cat potty box. There's two of them.
Did you really?
Yeah. But anyway, they had these fittings like for 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 1 inch pipe. It's like a coupling, and they're in liquid nitrogen. Cryofits is what they call them. And when you pull them out of there with like a pair of channel locks, you've already got your go no go lines on your thing to know exactly where to slide them. They go up on there real easy. You pop your other one in there, and they start getting a heavy frost on them. And as they warm up, they start shrinking. I mean, they put some pressure down, like 6,000 psi crimps around that pipe. But we'd take that leftover liquid nitrogen and pour it into like a Coke bottle, plastic Coke bottle, put the top on it, and throw it over in a bilge somewhere, and it would go off like a cannon. Didn't hurt anything. It was just it kept expanding as that stuff was boiling off. Boom! Good Lord. Sometimes some people throw them overboard, and then watch it explode in the water. We never did get caught doing that stuff.
I imagine we probably made a little bit of a mess, I guess, with the bottle probably split one time.
Yeah. I worked with a guy, we called him E.T. His name is Ed Taylor. And a little bitty short dude. He was up there, he was in a galley, and he was up there making a braise. Well, there's an old welder there, old man Blue. We called him Blue. Well, his rod can was laying right there below ET, and it had like a little hole burned in it. ET got through. I don't know what in God's name possessed him to do it, but he took that brazen torch and he stuck the nozzle down in that hole, and he turns the acetylene on. Then he turned it off. He took his striker and lit it. I'm like, no. Man, I'm surprised it didn't hurt his hand. Luckily, he got it out of the way because this thing's got a lid and it's got a handle. The lid slides up the handle. It's made out of sheet metal. His hand could easily got caught in there, but that sucker sounded like a cannon. And there was people everywhere. It gave people a freaking heart attack. And our boss, which was a female, she was in the very next compartment. It was so funny because she knew who done it, even though she didn't say it. She come around that corner. She goes, E.T., they will fire you. We just started laughing. And there was one old guy. He said, man, he goes, he goes, I like you and everything. He goes, but you don't know how bad I want to beat your ass right now. You scared the living hell out. It sounded like an explosion, and it was,
Right.
That acetylene coming out of that pipe, it sounded just like a cannon went off. I'm like, God, man. He never done that again.
No, he's lucky he kept his job.
Yeah. You don't do that stuff on a U.S. Navy ship.
Yeah.
That cup melted right away, huh?
Yeah. You didn't get far with that cup, did you?
Oh, yeah. It'd eat right through that styrofoam.
Oh,
Hey, El Bardio, you want to go on snipe hunting? I
I
can't
was
say.
watching. It's an old movie. There's a part one and a part two. I know y'all have heard of it. It's called Kill Bill.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uma Thurman. I've never watched it. And the guy that directed that, same guy that directed Pulp Fiction, which she was also in.
Yep.
But I watched. That's what I was watching. That's the reason I was a little bit late coming in here. But
yeah.
yeah, nothing better to do. I'll sit there and watch them right here on YouTube. Go to YouTube movies. They got some pretty decent movies on there for free. Some
Yep.
of them you got to pay for, but a lot of them are free.
That stuff's
Yeah.
like $190 a month, isn't it?
No, anybody can do this. Just go to
No,
YouTube
movies.
movies,
Yeah.
and it tells you all the free ones.
Some are free with ads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Neither one of these had ads on it, and that's what's got bad about Amazon Prime and Disney. They
All of them.
pay for that
All
stuff.
of them.
You still have to watch ads. I'm like, what the heck, you know?
Yeah. I thought I saw something where it was $190 a month to become part of the YouTube channel or something like that.
No, that's probably for their YouTube TV. Now I
TV,
do
yeah.
have YouTube. I do have YouTube Prime for like $13 a month, and that means I don't have to watch no ads. I reckon that's why I didn't see none of these movies.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would run ads on that just like any other video. Probably run a lot of them.
So
Both
YouTube TV is
videos
kind
are
of like
2
having
hours
cable.
long.
YouTube TV is like having cable. You'll have a package of channels you can watch,
Yeah,
like regular cable channels. But movies for on YouTube, man, there's a lot of good movies on there. A lot of them are free. There's a few that are like $40.
yeah.
$50.
I gotta take my medicine. I'll drink it down with some beer.
Yep. Down with beer.
I don't have no
So
water.
what happened with your mask thing, Simon?
What?
Your sleep disorder thing, whatever the hell they call that thing.
I need to call him on Monday. I was supposed to call him Friday. But I need to call my doctor on Monday, make sure for him to follow up on it. I haven't gotten it yet, so
That was this past week, right?
yeah, it should have. I should have called Friday. I should have had it by Friday. And if I don't have it, then call.
Okay.
So I need to call them. For sure on Monday. I'm over here falling asleep. But yeah, I'm right now my sleep schedule is really messed up, man. I'll nap during the day and then I won't sleep at night anymore. I have to smoke it in the pit.
I went to Wise today, pick up some chicken. They had ribs, unlimited amount. Baby backs, buy one get one free.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So, man,
Tarina
I should've jumped on that.
Bought groceries yesterday, and she said she bought a brisket. I haven't looked at it, so I said, "Well, I guess I will do a brisket for my final video on the cooking channel." And I'm not even going to really show much. I'll show a little bit of it, but mainly I'm just going to sit there and talk about, thank everybody over the years, blah 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 blah, and it'll be a short video.
So Abadio has been at CPAP, Simon. I'm sure you saw that, but
Yeah, I thought 3 years.
I got an uncle that he's on it. I'm telling you, those ribs, I couldn't believe it. Buy one, get one. They had them as soon as you walk in the front door, but there's so many people crowd around it. They have like one of those portable ice boxes. Whatever they have on sale, like a hot sale, they display it. As soon as you walk in the front door, the first thing you see.
I really hope
Yeah, there were so many people there. I was like, oh, sure, I'll see what they got back here on sale.
Yeah.
And I know right in the middle of in the meat aisle. I said, damn, buy one, get one. They're half decent. I love baby back.
Yep.
I think I got 2 racks in the freezer already. Didn't address my tank, so all I hear is water running. Got glass clean, but I didn't turn around and get back and wash, or excuse me, between the water changes.
Look at those all.
What's up, Eddie? Saw them driving down the road. Eddie's selling stuff and Gary's driving. $150 chance.
Huh?
He was trying to raise $150.
Yeah, I am muted. That's because the cat back in heat again. I said, hello, Eddie. I was muted when I said that. She needs to get them cats fixed. I'll tell you one thing, that automatic potty box, that thing works good, man. It's like, and when you look at it, it looks like it ain't been used. You know, it has. You pull that drawer out, like, ooh, something else.
You saw that, right, Simon?
Yep, I did reply.
Oh, change the last.
44.
Yeah.
And then I'll have stretches where I wouldn't breathe for like 16, 17 seconds at a time.
Whew, it's gonna be an early night tonight. I feel tired.
Yeah.
You would wake up 48 times an hour.
Entertaining review, Russ.
That's pretty good video.
You want to see a bucket full of cat poo?
You gotta stick it in one of your smoker, just burn it.
Boy, you can tell it's like I still had, and I think I'm just 600 and something views. One of my videos is usually at least good for a couple thousand views within the first day or two, you know. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's a good thing. Probably I don't want a lot of people seeing it, you know. I can't believe I agreed to it, but we wanted it. Plus, she said they'd pay me $300. I'm like, okay, I ain't worried about it. That channel's over with anyway for the most part.
Yeah, I got hit with another collaboration thing, but it seems like everybody's going to they want you to buy it first. I'm like, I'm not doing that shit.
Oh.
Mm-mm. I had Monument Grills reach out to me earlier in the week, and they reached out to me, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 times, and I just never would reply. And
Right.
they were wanting to send me a pretty nice gas grill. It lists for over $1,000. And I just like, nah, I ain't doing it. So I told them, I said, I'm retiring the channel. I appreciate the offer, but you know, I said that so they would quit sending me emails, you know.
Yeah.
I could have got it and turned right around and sold it like I did the other ones, but I don't want to fool with it.
This was a sous vide. I'm not a sous vide person to begin with. But I was like, you know what? That almost makes a video just that itself. You know, being a hater, so you got to try it. You know, but
Yeah.
I ain't buying shit good.
I've done it on steaks a few times, but not bad. It's easier just throw them on the grill and be done with it, in my opinion, you know.
All right. Crumpets. Oh my gosh.
Dang, Russ done cost me $140. Hey, it works good. I'll tell you that. It does a really good job.
Who was it, your first sale or the second sale?
I don't know, but one just sold here a few minutes ago. I sold one like the first day I posted it. And then tonight, that ain't bad getting 2 sales with just a little over 600 views. Normally, I get a sale like every 1,000 or so, on things I've done in the past. To a point, then it just quits altogether.
Yeah.
No, I don't have either. I don't have any pits and spits. I've got the only smoker I own now is my old Hickory, which I will not get rid of, and I have my Weber, and that's it.
What's up, Cheryl?
As soon as I told them I was done, they told me to enjoy it, and which I have. That flat top, man, I love that thing. I kind of hated to see it go, but I just wanted to clear everything out to where I got my full walkway, and that old Hickory lives in the garage all the way towards the back, and I've had and owned so many smokers in the last 14 years of doing this, and little by little I've gotten rid of all of them.
Do you have a back door on that garage?
Little
like
word
door
demonstrating to the cat how to use it. Oh man, I was worried about that. And in the video I show Ed, and I meant to say something when I come back, but I didn't. But in the video I showed putting fresh litter in it, got it up to the max line. And what you do is take something plastic, like a little plastic bowl, and take some of their litter out of the old litter box, the one they've been using, and add it to it. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll get that smell. But we set that thing up, and the very next day, not even 15 hours later, I just happened. I said, I wonder if they even use it, because it didn't look like I opened that thing up. I'm like, whoa, good gracious. It's on the video how much was in there. I'm like,
yeah.
Now, it's hardly been used. I said, they're loving this thing, and they're curious.
Joke.
Once it goes into its little thing, they'll sit there and stare at it and look at it, and pretty cool.
I was wondering if that wasn't a joke.
They done got totally used to it. They got used to it from one day to the next. That's how quick they did it. So, but yeah, take some of their old litter initially and add to that new litter, and not much, just a cup or two, just enough so they can smell it. They'll know exactly what it is. Not sure to hold my weight. No, it ain't gonna hold your weight. You can take it camping with you and just plop your butt down there, and it'll automatically, hide it and everything until you can take care of that bag. Yeah. I was waiting for a bunch of bad comments, but I only had one, and it wasn't really bad. The guy said, "Well, you went from cooking barbecue to scooping cat poop or something." He goes, "Oh, well, something different, I suppose." Something like that, he said.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know how to comment back on that. Tarina really likes, and that's who I wanted to have. It was her, because every day she comes in there dealing with that stuff,
Yeah, my wife does it, but
yeah,
$140. She's gonna have to keep wearing that clothespin.
140 ain't bad for that machine. They got some that cost a lot more than that.
It's all right.
Mm-hmm. They sure do. We'll see how long it holds up. It's got the motor in it. It's got copper windings, that I do know, which is good.
Got a warranty and all to it.
1
year, probably a 1 year warranty.
I don't know what the warranty is on that. I should have looked into that so I could say what it was. got to have some sort of processor in it to know what to do, when to do it, and everything. It's got to like when a cat jumps out of it and done, it takes a minute. In a minute, it'll hide the poop. You know, it'll do this and then go back like this. It'll completely cover it. Then 5 minutes later, it does a full rotation, and it gathers. It kind of scoops the litter up, and then as it keeps going, the litter is captured. Then it dumps out, and then as it comes around, the litter will come back out. And then it levels. It looks like nothing's ever been in it. I said, check that out. Pretty smart. I guess we had enough cat poop talk for tonight.
Yeah, just a little more.
You got anything else come up with your DIY?
Oh God, I just got a text from somebody. I have no idea who it is. It didn't come. Oh, here it is. It says, this is from a 503 area code. Dad, I still find myself wanting to tell you things. Delete and report spam. I get messages like that periodically, like they knew me or whoever, you know. It's like, get out of here.
They're always someone to sell me life insurance or hospitalization.
No, that's somebody just, I don't know what their angle is, you know. What's 503 area code?
Missoula.
Is in Oregon. I don't have no daughters or sons in Oregon, so.
So what's your next DIY going to be? Or you got one?
Well, I've got to do a part 2 to that recovery machine, but I've got some idea. I tell you what, I've been looking at all these cars, and I've yet to take time to like set up a camera or anything, you know. But I need to do that. I need to really pound those air conditioner videos because of what time of the year it is, you know. Cat's name is Smokey, so Smokey just wanted to rib Rusty a bit. Yeah, Oregon. I just looked it up. I don't know anyone in Oregon. I definitely don't have no kids in Oregon. But yeah, I've got some ideas. I've just been lazy with it.
Yeah, I was going to do a cook. I started building that retaining wall, and I got somewhat uncovered, and I was freaking out about today's rain. I just had to be able to get back onto it, and but luckily it was just a shower for us, sprinkle.
Yeah. We had rain this morning when I got up, and Tarina wanted me to change the oil in the car. She went and bought everything yesterday, and that's what my plans were. And woke up, and it was pouring down, raining, and everything wet. And finally, the rain quit, and it kind of dried out. I walked out, and it was cold. I'm like, what the heck? It's been like up in the 80s and stuff here. And I looked, it was like low 50s. And I'm like, and the wind was blowing. And I'm in the short sleeve. I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow when she gets off work. I'm back in. I need a day off anyway. I've been working on all these other cars all week really, and yesterday.
Ooh, yeah, I told Simon earlier backstage. He said we got freaking freeze warnings tomorrow night. Yeah. High 80s all week to freeze warnings tomorrow night.
I hadn't watched the weather. I didn't know the cool air was coming in. Right now it's it's 66. It warmed up. Let's see what the low's gonna get tonight.
All right, Grumpus, we'll see you later. Thanks for popping in.
The low tonight into the morning is going. Oh, it's going down to 49 degrees tonight. 55 tomorrow night, 63. And I got to look at that air conditioner. It's going to warm up to 76 tomorrow, so he's not bringing it to after work.
Damn, Chris, you're
25.
about 10 degrees cooler than we are. No,
That's
9 degrees
odd.
cooler than us.
That's odd for this time of the year. Normally, we had that last little Easter snap,
Mr.
you
Brandon,
know, which we had, and that's kind of the end of it down here.
Yeah.
Weird.
What's up, Randy?
Randy. You at home or out over the water? I think he's over the water because I seen a thing
Yeah, I
on
think
Facebook.
it's over the water.
Dolphins in the
He
water.
was, he posted, the AI dolphins thing.
Oh, it's AI.
What's up, Chef? That was one of the comments. That was AI.
it's far away for me to see it, so.
The weather is nasty out here. Yeah, I bet.
He's probably got all them storm fronts coming through. I think we're supposed to be in the 60s for the next 2 weeks. Really surprises me.
I don't mind the 60s, but you get down to upper 40s, I want to come back in. So I used to work in that stuff a lot colder than that for years, but I don't have to anymore. So
Right. Good gosh.
Russ and people, good evening. Dang, Russ, I just saw the thumbnail for the cat litter, and I said, nah, I must be hallucinating. I think I need to go see a shrink. Well, I was hoping everybody to see the thumbnail and not see which channel created it, you know. That was my thing. People just see the thumbnail and click on it and not know that, because a lot of people are not subscribed to my channel that watch my videos. 80% of them aren't, you know.
So
And Tom, you watching Tom, that will get some views because of what it's about. That kind of product. It's kind of like those Vibor products. You know, ain't got some of them ain't got nothing really to do with what I do, but they'll get views. You know, over time.
Did you see one of the comments of Vibor's opening up a store?
It already has.
Stores?
It's in Houston.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's gonna be one of many. Yeah,
I
there's
just seen it.
there's really nothing else more I want. I got that last recover machine. I needed one for the R1234YF refrigerant that's A2L compatible. And I told them, I said, because this a little bit more than it costs more than what that other one is. They look identical, but they're not. I said, I'll do 2 videos. I'll have a part 1 and part 2. She goes, okay, can you do a video by this date? And the other one really ain't due to May the 4th, I think, but I'll have it out between now and then. I want to go buy some of that refrigerant just to show it working, but golly, man, that stuff's $50 for 8 ounces. You know, it's like I'd have to buy more than 8 ounces for it to really do anything. I mean, it would suck it in there, but I'm not even sure it would break the vacuum that I would put on it right before doing it. You know, right now it's got nitrogen in it.
So what's the purpose of only 2 days, Randy? Is that a requirement?
2 days off.
Get off the rig to get off the rig for 2 days to go back on for 20 more?
Well,
or just 2 days off? Yeah, 28
Is that how y'all normally work, or do y'all ever do a 2 weeks on, 1 week off type thing? That's what a lot of offshore people used to do. Making that money, brother.
Yeah.
You should make it while you
can. A lot of
can.
work at his house. Putting a lot of money into it.
My son Chad, he works 7 days a week, every Saturday and Sunday. He works today. He does it every week, and unless it's a holiday and they're not going to work. But I said, "What's your plan, man?" I said, "You can't work like that all the time." He goes, "I'm going to get everything paid off, my house, everything, and when I turn 50, I want everything paid off, and I'm not going to be doing this no more. You know, I don't. He's got plans. I guess he's 42 now, going on 43. Well, you got 8 years to do it in.
Yeah.
But problem is, he loves to spend money too. You know, so I said, you got to hang on to it. If that's your plan. You ain't gonna be able to spend it. You know.
What's up, Ed?
So did y'all ever get that leak fixed on a pontoon boat?
Yeah, yeah. He brought it by here. I don't know. That was probably 4 or 5 months ago, and he showed me the crack, and I welded it up, and it's been holding ever since. It's right there on the back end. You got your motor here on this pontoon. On the top part, there's like a bracket that runs down so far, and it was cracked in that weld right into the pontoon, probably about that far. And I welded that up, and I also added some weld on the other side of that brace, kind of just give it some more strength. He took it and was out for hours, come back, opened the valves, no water. He ain't had no water since. It was taking on like 4 or 5 gallons every time he went out, which ain't much for the size of them pontoons, but still, they don't need to be in there, you know.
All right. What's up, Timmy?
He's got to bring it back over here. He bought a little solar panel. What did he buy that for? To power up his battery, I guess, to keep it charged up when he's out there. And he bought some like 1 inch by 3 inch angle iron, and he's already got a post that I welded up on the back that he's got speakers mounted to and all that. Well, he's gonna come off either the top or the side post with that angle iron. It bolts to the actual solar, and then we'll cut out half moon circles that will fit on that pipe he's got in 2 places. Weld that to that post, you know. Then he'll be able to pivot it, put it on direct sun or whatever, you know, if you're just sitting there.
Right.
It don't matter. Those things, they charge even if you don't get direct sunlight. As long as you're outside, they're charging. You know?
It's just for when he's floating, mooring, no motor running. And put the radios playing and stuff like that.
Yeah, he plays that stereo and everything, and it puts a drain on that battery, so he's trying to keep the battery topped off, you know. It'll charge if he leaves all it hooked up when he's even at home. It'll be keeping that battery charged up, you know.
I went out yesterday morning, go to see my grandchildren, and truck wouldn't start. Click, click. I said, what the hell? And I went back, got out the back building, got my charger with the boost starter on it. And I said, well, let me just see what it does before I even put it on boost. But I had it on the battery, and I went and hit the ignition and fired right up. I said, what the hell? I wonder if I ain't got a bad ignition switch or something.
All right, possible. I bought a little from Harbor Freight. I bought a little battery maintainer, they call it. And what I've done, I got it permanently up under my hood, and I got two little clamps hooked to your battery. And when I pull up to the garage, I'll take an extension cord and come up where the engine is and plug it up, because I don't hardly ever start that truck. And that battery, you know, I start it all the time just to move it. You know, like every time a car comes here, I have to move it on the road. And matter of fact, I need to move that thing because she's going to work early in the morning. But anyway, it maintains that battery. It keeps it at 100%. And if I start it, move it, turn it back off, it'll maintain it, you know, once I hook it back up. And kind of like an alternator, keeping it. You don't run a battery down. You know, that's the quickest way to kill them, is run it like below 80%.
It's not really a charger, it's just a maintainer.
Yeah, it'll charge, but it's like 4 amps, you know, trickle charge. But this one will turn itself off and it'll say full. And if the battery's just sitting there long enough, and if it loses any power to kick back on, it'll maintain 100% at all times.
Yeah.
You know, it's called a battery maintainer.
That's what mine is. It's called a battery maintainer, but it won't charge. It just holds it at the level it's at. It will
No,
not
mine
increase
charges.
the
I
charge.
can have one that's down 60%, and I'll come back the next morning, it's topped off. Now, I have a regular roll around battery charger too that, does a lot faster. They can charge at 10 amps. It's got a boost on there. It can charge at lower amps, but it'll do, I think, 6 volt and 12 volts. I'll tell you what, I don't know if Trina's went to sleep in the bed yet or not, but I got to move these cars around while I'm thinking about it.
All right.
I forgot that thing was out there on the road. She goes to work. That garage is kind of vulnerable. We leave it cracked open so the cats come in here to eat.
Right.
And I don't want nobody nosing around in my garage while I'm sleeping.
What's up, Beverly?
Hey, Beverly.
Where's my keys at? There they are. All right, I'll be back here in a few minutes.
All right. Oh man.
Don't start
Oh,
that.
that food making me tired.
Yeah, I shouldn't have ate before we started. I've been just about napping here.
Kicking my butt. That sleepiness. I just remembered a text I gotta send too. Go to rush this on.
Hey, Des.
Hey, Des. Two more. I guess I ain't really complaining though. That weather's gonna be a little cooler. It'd be nicer to be outside. Although it means I ain't get my garden in that much quicker.
Yeah.
I did stop and get some pickling cucumber. Got 12 cucumber plants.
You don't start anything from seed?
My wife did, but they just I don't know what happened. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm guessing at it. So she has them on a heat map and they started, but it also got really warm out. So they just got real tall and just fell over. Didn't grow second set of leaves, nothing. Took the first set, got real tall, and just fell over. And they're in the seed starters. So, because she's tried a couple things, watermelons, cantaloupe, they're all doing good, but all the cucumbers, anchos, and jalapenos, they're not doing that well. But I'll take it. It's just like they asked me the other day if I grew seeds. I was like, it ain't worth it. I get a 4-pack sell for a couple bucks.
Yeah.
At the Amish do, or the Mennonites actually in this case. So to me, it's just not worth it. Plus, it gives them money, gives the community money. One of my favorite friends from the islands. Ooh, jeez. A few weeks ago, I must have missed that one.
Yeah, this got tipsy to start apologizing for to everybody all night long.
Is that right?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's like that. I love you, guy or lady.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you drink, oh, I love you, man. You don't know how much I love you. I love you too, man.
I love you, man.
Got her did.
That's right, Des. She was having some audio problems last night, night before last.
Who's that?
Des.
Don't know.
Her and Jerry. Kind of echo.
No.
Five and a half hours. Good gosh.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
We gotta get a beer, Steve. I'm gonna need a beer before I reply to that.
I love you, man.
Yeah.
You can't have my Bud Light. I'm drinking Miller Lite. I used to drink Bud Light. That was my poison until it got a bad name.
They were showing something about, was it that Cracker Barrel when that new lady took over?
Oh, yeah.
I think they said that thing. I just watched it. I was reading it the other day. It's like, I guess they did a like an evaluation of what happened or whatever, or what actually was lost. It was like $16 million that they lost because of her.
Oh, I imagine. Yeah.
Jeez.
Bud Light took a beating. They didn't know their customer base very well.
Yeah.
For a new cup, I'm there longer.
You've been hanging around Panchuco too long.
Oh, good.
I love that skit. Cheech and Chong. Dave's not here, man.
Yeah, I quit too. One day I went into the store. Usually Trina picks it up for me, and just to show you I'm a creature of habit like everybody else. I walked into the store, walked in the little beer barn thing they had in the back. I grabbed Bud Light and brought it home. And Trina was like, "You bought a Bud Light?" I looked like, "God bless it." And I drank it because I just bought it. I wanted Miller Lite. I like Miller Lite better after I got used to it again. I used to drink it all the time because it tastes great in its last filling. Who remembers that commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Budweiser. Budweiser. That was my favorite one.
Oh yeah, the frog and all. Yeah, I used to like Bud Light or Bud Light. The red, I'll drink it. That's what all my uncles used to drink was that Budweiser red. But man, it gave me a headache. I can drink two of them and have a headache. I don't know what it was about that beer. I drank the horse piss, I reckon, watered down beer.
Oh, 10. That's garbage, dude. Ugh.
With MGD. What is MGD?
Miller doing genuine draft.
Oh yeah, I like that too. Man, I used to like it when they made that in them little ponies back in the day, the little Miller
Yeah,
pony. Man,
yeah.
we drank them for the longest. Ice cold, they just go down like water.
They were appetizers, weren't they?
Yeah, they come in an
What is
8-pack.
it, 8 ounces? It was 6 or 8 ounce.
Yeah, the original. That's right.
What's up, man?
But yeah, no.
Yeah, they were good, and they were bottles, so that you can get them nice and cold.
You're right.
Also,
I tell you what, my son drinks Modelo in the bottle. I like it. To me, it's similar to Corona in a bottle, but a little different. But somebody bought at that crawfish thing he did a couple weekends ago. I think Tarana bought it. I gave her money to go down there and get more beer, and she brought back canned Modelo. I couldn't hardly drink it. It tasted so nasty. I'm like, what the heck, man? Compared to the bottles, I just couldn't believe it was the same beer. That can made so much difference.
I like the gold Modelo. I don't like the dark.
yeah.
Oh, this is the gold, just regular gold like
Yeah.
Corona.
Bottles, like you said, the bottles the only way I'll drink it.
Because it's got the gold foil on it.
Yeah, I'll drink the heck out of it in a bottle, but man, I had no idea a can can make it taste that much worse. See, I don't notice it with the Miller Lite. It's just my taste. I guess I'm just super used to them. I don't like bottles for one reason, as far as me drinking them on a regular basis, because the garbage cans get so stinking heavy to take out.
Yeah.
It's probably way better for you out of a bottle, but
Well, they had and if you go to a bar or something or a nightclub, hear them pitching them bottles into that can. Man, I wouldn't want to be the one taking them bottles out that trash can out.
yeah.
But they hell lifting that thing up.
Yeah, it would.
I would imagine they probably recycle a lot of that stuff nowadays.
Oh, I'm sure.
Tylenol, Motrin, and go to bed. Cottage.
Yeah, I don't feel like great right now. Yeah, I feel like I'm running a little bit of a fever.
All right, Pat.
They're back.
Later, Bat.
Take care. Thanks for popping in,
7:30.
Anybody know his real name?
George.
George?
Yeah.
Okay. He comments on just about every video I do over on Skill Savvy, and I just call him Bat. I never knew his real name.
Yeah, I see him in all kinds of channels leaving comments. Used before me.
Yeah, he even commented on my cat litter box video.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Mike must have went live. I don't
Who?
ever get his Mike M&C Aquatics. I don't ever get his damn notifications anymore. There's another one that I noticed today. I was like, I never get their notifications.
I've had my notifications turned off for probably 7 or 8 years on everybody. I don't get notified. I've said this before. I go to my subscriptions tab and I look to see who's posting. I go to YouTube a lot, so throughout the day I'll check that periodically. That's how I find y'all's videos or anybody else's. It'll pop up in my suggested too if I'm subscribed. Yeah, they sent me another sticker too when they sent me this shirt.
Oh,
Yeah. I like putting them on my toolboxes.
I've never been a huge sticker person. I'll collect them, but for me to go put them on different things, I've never really done that. Lost Simon, I see.
I guess me either, except for my toolbox. I got it's a red toolbox, and I have a black one, and
Right.
I'm kind of collecting quite a few stickers on it.
It's like you go down the road, you see people, you got the whole back of their car just
Oh
plastic.
no, I'm not. Karina puts them on the windshield, and she's got a couple that needs to come off. That's done got weathered, and I hate putting stuff like that on bumpers and glass. Man, it's like don't do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, well, that video ain't doing so hot, and they don't recommend stuff that don't do so hot. So.
I was surprised that little fly tying station I built it over a year ago. I finally did a video on it, and I was probably thinking I only got a short ad. I didn't really do a whole lot of the building of it, and this little video got 200 video views out of it. I think it was. Like, damn. Turn a
Yeah.
prime rib and you don't crack 200. Do a fly tying station, you break 200.
Well, if you'd done that prime rib around the holidays, like in November or something, it probably would have hit harder than that. And it still can. When holidays come back around, you might see that video start gaining some traction.
It was an Easter prime rib, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I've done a few Easter videos. They never did do good. Seems like Thanksgiving and Christmas are the big ones. That's the one you
Yeah.
really want to
Yeah.
go after.
Yeah,
I did a video for S&S Grills. They tell you what they want, and they wanted me to do a honey baked ham on their S&S kettle. And man, I had to do some research to do it. But let me tell you, if you ever get a chance, try that recipe. That was really good ham. It was a spiral cut, but
Right.
the stuff up the powder I put on it with the sugar, then you melt it with the heat. And it just puts a glaze naturally on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tarina loved it. I liked it. Uh, and I had thought about at one point recreating that for my channel, but I just never did. My ham videos never have done very good. But that video didn't do well on their channel, is what I'm trying to say. It was an Easter video.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's done since then, but at the time it didn't do hardly nothing. But that was a really good ham. P digits. That's what used to gripe me with YouTube was back when I really cared. I would put a video out like, man, I hope this one does good because it turned out really good, and I hope they try it. Then you do something you think's not going to get views, and
Yeah.
it's just opposite of what you think sometimes.
Yeah.
Watch this cat video take off.
Mm-hmm.
Got what I was going to say now, but yeah. Oh, well, must not have been important.
That'll hit you here in a minute or two.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wake middle of the night. Damn it, that's right.
Yeah. She'll send me a text at 2 in the morning.
Oh, good one. Oh, I think I was getting ready to talk about Scott did like a candied bacon sandwich. All High Barbecue. Oh, Sal. Did y'all check out Sal's video for the cooking on coals?
No.
Oh, steak,
Cooking directly on
like a
coals.
caveman steak.
Yeah, caveman cook.
Yeah, I did that when my channel was almost brand new. Do it on lump charcoal. It was funny because I took a leaf blower to blow all the ash off of it right before I laid the steaks down. And when I did it, it blowed half the charcoal out of the little grill I was using.
Yeah,
I had to pick them all up off the ground with some tongs, get them back in there, then gently blow it off. Then I laid the steaks down. That's some fine steaks cooked like that. It really
yeah.
infuses a lot of flavor into it.
He ended up making tacos. Some of it.
That's
But
what
George
we did.
805 did one of 805 did one of those cooks like that.
Tarina cooked 2 ribeyes the other day. I was working on a car, and I had just told her to stop by McDonald's and get me 3 of them little regular burgers. I was about to starve. I hadn't had breakfast. It's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you know. And she gave me 3 of them little burgers, and I eat them all. Then at 3 o'clock, she's grilling steaks. 2 hours later, and I just wasn't hungry, you know. So I put mine in the refrigerator. She only ate half of hers. So the next day, she took some of that queso cheese that melts real good and some burritos and shaved that ribeye down and made like steak quesadillas. That was good.
Yeah,
So we did eat it, but it was the following day, you know.
Yeah.
She cooked them good too. They were good medium rare initially. You know, I don't know how it turned out once you cooked them in a quesadilla, but it was good and tender.
Woohoo.
Nevertheless.
kettle cooker, right? She cooks the kettle.
Huh?
She cooks with the kettle.
Yeah, I gave it to her. I said, "This is your grill." She bought new vents for the bottom vents, and put them in herself. She done that probably a month ago. We've had them for a while. She ordered them, and I went out there one day and put them in. She maintains it. It needs a new fire grate. The top grate on my Weber is stainless steel because it come off of an old S&S kettle, which all those are stainless steel. That thing's never going anywhere. All we got to do is buy another fire grate.
Yeah.
And Academy sells those. I know. I've seen them in there before. And like barbecue season, when they get all their stuff in there, they have a lot of Weber accessories.
Yep.
Walmart might have them.
They do.
Yeah.
And also, you can always find stuff on Amazon for it too. So.
Oh yeah, Amazon. That's probably where we'll go. Just order a new one. That's the original. It's a red Weber, and the way I got that, what's his name? David Parrish with S&S Grills.
Yeah,
He flew down here to shoot a video with me way back, man. And I named the video. What did I name that? State Nirvana. And we were in our backyard back here with a tent and everything, you know, a canopy, and shot that video. But he asked me prior to that, he goes, "Do you have a Weber?" I says, "I got an old black one, but it's about half wore out." He goes, "I'm going to send you one." And when he got here, that red Weber was already assembled, ready for him to get here. It was brand new, never been used. So when he left, there was my Weber. I still got it. All these years later. God, that was probably 8 years ago or better.
yeah. I do love my Weber. I always thought having one that was a color, in color would be neat, but
Yeah.
I gotta get so over that stuff, man. Having
Well,
one of everything just don't work.
to show you how long ago this has been, David's been making his own kettle grills, since then. But back then we shot a video, he didn't make grills at all.
Yeah,
All he made was Weber accessories like
Right.
slow and sticker and stuff like that. But he eventually started making his own, and they're really good kettles. They're heavier than a Weber. The construction of them. I got rid of all mine. I was just pissed off the way they done us, but that's
Yeah.
all right. I don't regret it.
I've never used one.
Yeah.
I'll keep my eye out for them. Look to see if someone's got one. Don't know what they have. Like on
Well, you know
Market-
how Weber got 3 vents in the bottom that you can open and close? His has got 5 vents. He's got that little, what do they call that little hole on the bottom? I mean, on the kind of the top of the kettle, not the lid, but the other part, smoke coal, I think they call it. And for real low and slow, you can open that to maintain your fire real low and close your vents. You know, all stainless steel grates. It's a pretty good kettle. It costs more than a Weber, but it's built good.
Yeah, now they've got some stuff on that S&S that I think is pretty nice. Like you said, like the smoke hole and all that, probe hole, all that stuff's thinking ahead. Just
Yeah, you can. It's got that. Plus, it's got a separate hole for probes. That's got a little swing door on it.
Yeah, and they got the
It's cheaper than
too.
cheaper than what I paid.
I was able to really maintain temperatures with that. Sometimes I find it hard to really dial in temperatures on a Weber. Sometimes, like you want to be a perfectionist with it, but with that particular kettle, I was able to zone right in and hold it.
well, they're not selling anymore that well, Simon.
I don't know.
Smoke goes. It's called a glory hole.
That was on sale for that price. So $134, not bad. I paid, I think, on $149.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed those pits, but that's what was so weird about that whole situation. Like in May of that year, they wanted us to send in pictures, write like a biography on our channels and everything, and they were going to post it on their website. And I don't know if they ever did. By the time July got here, we were told we were all fired. They were getting away from long form content and doing nothing but shorts. Jabin Postal was the only one left working with them.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, no warning, no nothing, man. I was dependent on that income. He paid us $1,500 per video per month. You get used to that coming in, and it threw me in a bind at the time.
Yeah.
That
was a crazy dollar amount. I would have thought for as many people as he had on a payroll doing cooks.
Yeah. I guess he had his reasons, but
what's that guy? So the other guy, a buddy of yours, he doesn't do them anymore either. I can't think of his name. Does the LSG?
My buddy?
Yeah, your buddy. He did wasn't all that long ago. He did the reenactment assassination.
Oh,
I his name right now.
Baby Back Maniac.
Oh, you're talking about Baby Back? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he hadn't worked with S&S in a long time. He was the one that had to look at our videos. They had to be looked at and critiqued before we could go public with it to make sure everything, the audio was right, and if there's something in there they didn't want talked about. And he got tired of trying to critique his own friends because he knew all of us, so he told David he didn't want to do it no more, and that's when he got Jabin to do that. And Jabin had to look at all of our videos to
I remember.
okay, and then David had to look at them to get a final say. I'm like, well, why not David just look at them and be done with it, But it didn't matter to me. Time or two, we had to go in there and change stuff, But for $1,500, I understand it. And that's kind of like when you're working with sponsorships. If they just send me something, if they want to make changes, no, that ain't going to happen. They're not even going to have no say-so over that video. But if they're paying me to do that video, plus I get the product, that's a different story.
Right.
A lot of them have it in their contract that they want to be able to look at the video first, make sure it meets their expectations or whatever.
What's up, Brian? I ain't seen you in a long time.
I got so tired of doing all that crap, man. I think that's why my channel started going downhill. To be honest with you, it got to where everything was trying to sell something, instead of just cooking.
Trying to follow in Guggen's footsteps and find a $10.
But other channels do it. I mean, it didn't seem to kill the growth of Chud. I haven't looked to see where he's at now, but I know he surpassed me. Like I was sitting still at some point, and he's always has sponsors. So I don't know. Don't know, don't care.
Well, that's good.
I'll drive an hour for a color Weber, and a lot of times they give you all the accessories they have for it. You got another SNS for adding $25.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to get Guggen out of the woodworks here.
Yeah, I see what what he was saying. I was wondering what Tim was saying earlier, but that's a $10 cigar.
Guggen said that cigar he had the other night cost about the same as a good bottle of whiskey, so I don't know.
I'd rather have the bottle.
Huh?
I'd rather have the bottle.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever had a top of the line cigar. If I did, I don't remember it, but I've never really been able to smoke a cigar. I just think they're just too much aftertaste.
Yeah, and that's what they're really for is the taste. You don't really supposed to inhale them.
Chad is at 468K.
All right, he's almost at 500,000.
Chad.
Heck, I haven't really fed my channel in over a year, other than that once a month Pits and Spits, and it's still growing all the time. I'm at like 310, and I don't even care, man. It's just like I have lost so much interest in even something I did, ran it 14 years, and I'm just like, I don't care. Let's do something different. Burnout, man.
I don't have the attention span.
Cigarette smoker, I don't have an attention span to smoke a cigar for an hour. Yeah, they burn a while, that's for sure.
They always go out. Set them down, they go out.
Yeah.
If they huffing and puffing.
Timmy, you better just might as well give up.
What do you mean?
I think it's the third or fourth time to get that sentence out. You just trying to make me feel good, Timmy?
Yeah, I think so.
Traeger pellet grill for $10.
Trigger? Yeah, FB. Where's the hard?
Traeger.
Oh, good one.
Oh.
It is a prerequisite to have
white facial hair.
facial hair to be in this panel.
Yeah, Joe, you can't grow it, man.
I would prefer mine to be the original color, but
Yeah.
not much
Well,
you
this is
do
all
with
I had
that.
ever.
The Goog got that grill for $10 and replaced the thermostat. Oh, okay.
Which grill?
Did Timmy write that for you?
I know he just got that hasty bake. Is that the grill y'all talking about?
No, I think it's that pellet girl.
That Pits and Spits, wasn't it? Is it Pits and Spits?
His offset is a Pits and Spits.
Oh, then no, it's not Pits and Spits. It's the Let me
I
think
know
of
it ain't
that.
pit balls. He don't like pit balls. Is it a
No.
Traeger?
I don't think it's Traeger either.
My internet's kicking out.
The
Is
mood
it
says,
Traeger? I didn't think he had a Traeger. Maybe he does.
well, if he's smoking cigars, that fancy car, and that Hummer, he's got a Traeger.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
What?
My internet is spinning here.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's like that joke where the guy acts like he get his hand stuck in a jar. And his wife's pulling on it, pulling on it, pulling on it. And he does like, yeah, wait a minute. He pulls his hand out the jar, puts some dish liquid in, sticks his hand back in the jar, and hands it back to his wife. She starts pulling on it, pulling on it. It's him saying his internet, can y'all hear me? No, we can't hear you. Answering his question. You sure you can't hear me? No, I can't hear you.
I saw the Traeger pellet grill. Okay.
Uh, yeah, my screen just started doing this on all three screens,
Yeah.
and then it went blank.
It
Traeger,
might have
man.
been Timmy. I don't remember him having a Traeger. I do remember him getting a grill and it only needed a thermostat though.
I'm gonna tell you what, Traegers cost as much as an LSG pellet. And I'm going with the LSG because I've owned one of them. My son is still using that pellet grill, and it lives outdoors in the rain, in the weather. It hadn't missed a beat, and it just built really heavy. Joe knows, but for the price you're gonna spend, I'll go that route over a Traeger. Traegers are nice. I got to see them up close and personal up there at Jeff's place. You know,
What
the
that
last
one,
time I went, and they're built good, but they're not built like an LSG.
that one that last one Chuck bought. That damn Traeger was thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That one Jeff had at the time, I forget the name of it. Anyway, it was a $3,000, $3,500 smoker, and that's what you can get a LSG for, you know, or back then you could. I don't know what they are now. Smoking Joe, LSG is the absolute best. Amen to that. You know, I can't believe I gave it to my son as soon as I did. What it was, I just really didn't have room for it. When Derek decided to quit doing videos in Mobile at his place, I had nowhere to put it, you know, and I hadn't really ever gave Chad any of my really good grills. So I said, come get this pellet grill. It's yours. And I was thinking he would keep it under his back porch right there, keep the weather off, but it's lived out in his yard ever since. And he uses it all the time. Never missed a beat, you know. Yep.
That's gonna bug the shit out of me.
What's that?
What
Now,
is?
what that grill was that he put that thermostat in.
Oh, you know what's that?
He's got,
I
I think he's got company up there. He had a baptism. His son got baptized today, and he had family over, so. Oh, we're not going to see him tonight.
I ain't never smoked bluefish, but I've smoked my share of mullet. That's a thing down here. People watch it and say, "Man, you're eating bait." I said, "Yep, I am." I mean, it'd be the big ones, but try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah, I remember that, Tim. I just not sure if it was a Traeger or not. I don't know.
Well, yeah, for $10,
Pits and spits.
anybody be a fool not to jump on that. But my point is, if you're gonna buy a new pellet grill, if you're gonna buy a new Traeger, I would go LSG for the same money, roughly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Chuck paid over $3,000 for that last pellet smoker he got from Traeger.
That's 2 gallons of gasoline. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I had to turn the damn pump off.
Just by giving it to you at that price.
Don't stop in Virginia where it's cheaper than Maryland for gas. So I'll fill up before I get home.
I hadn't even looked to see what our
I
gas
turned the
is.
pump off at $100.
I
I
mean,
didn't quite get a whole tank.
average gas price near me.
I filled up a place yesterday. It was $3.30.
Average yesterday was $3.71. Week ago, $3.75.
Yeah.
That's through the whole state, but let me see what the gas prices are here on the coast. I bet you it's higher. This is through our local news. Gas prices.
Yeah, I cut the pump off at 100, and they didn't even give me a full tank.
Yeah, and the fuel car topped off at $25.
Yeah, well, that's the diesel of my truck too. So
Oh, diesel, yeah, diesel is a different monster there.
They'll be pushing for electric cars again.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they got to do gas for clunkers again.
95 for a full tank. Good gracious. I'm glad we got that little Toyota Corolla. Is all I can say.
Yeah, 142
It's
bucks.
super good on gas.
Crazy money. Then my wife's still got the transmission worked on my wife's car, so she's got my little beater Honda. That little 4-cylinder, that thing does great on gas.
329
Oh,
here.
that's a Honda?
What's that?
329
It's a
got it.
Oh,
Yeah, the
sorry.
Honda. Yeah. Thing's great, but she's driving it to work now because of hadn't had time to work on the Subaru. Get that. I got the transmission module and everything. Just got to put it in.
Yeah. Was it not shifting out or something?
It threw a code. It finally threw a code 2 weeks ago. Didn't know what was going on. If it was like spucking and missing and doing all kinds of stupid stuff. Transmission check. The transmission overheated or whatever light was on, and it finally threw a code that gave a symptom, and it was the shifter modules.
Solenoids?
Yeah, shifter solenoids. Yeah. So I just bought the whole module, which had all 4 solenoids.
Yeah. How many miles is on that? I know it's a diesel.
No, not my wife's car.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Well, my wife's car is Subaru. My truck's a diesel.
Oh, I thought she had a diesel in that Subaru.
No, I've got over 470 on my truck, but she's got 200 and something, probably less than 300,000. I think she's 260.
Yeah. It's about time for something to act up.
Yeah, we got that. We got a water pump put on it, timing belt tensioners, valve cover gaskets.
Oh, it's got a belt, not a chain, huh?
Yeah, belt. Front wheel bearings, front rotors, pads.
Yeah, we don't have many places around here for electric car either. I think there's one in this whole area. I've been watching this. This guy's got like 1.5 million subscribers, and I just happened to stumble on one of his videos the other day. And what is his name? Something Parker. Got long curly hair, and he's a mobile mechanic. And he gives away a lot of his work and parts for free.
Saw that.
Yeah, and
So-
he's got one of those Cybertrucks from Tesla.
Yeah.
And I've never paid much attention to them, but man, that little thing's badass. It's got a big old computer screen, and you punch in your location. Like that one episode I watched, going to give this little girl some McDonald's. They just fixed all their stuff for nothing, and her and her dad got in the car with them, typed in McDonald's, and they just all kicked back. It'll steer itself, stop itself, park, pull in. He never had to touch the steering wheel. Then when he
Yeah,
come back, he did the same thing, punch in the destination, and he's just sitting there just like he's a passenger in the car. I'm
yeah.
like, dang, that is so cool.
That quadruple amputee, the professional, not beanbag, whatever, the professional,
Archer, right? Is it Archer or
huh?
is it Archer? Or yeah, bow and arrow. What the
No, he's well, no, he shoots guns. They got a video of him shooting guns, but he's a professional. God damn it, not beanbags. Cornhole player. He traveled, but that's what he drives, a Tesla, because he's got no arms and legs, and it just drives him around. But he
You know what I want to know? I never heard of the game cornhole till probably 10 years ago. But when I was growing up as a little kid, the word cornhole meant something very nasty.
Yeah,
It's like, how did that become a game?
yeah. But that guy you're talking about that goes around, I just saw one of his videos the other day where he went and some lady, her car was overheating, and he diagnosed it as the radiator was bad in it. So they went to O'Reilly. He bought her a new radiator, took out the old one right there, replaced it with the new radiator, and Memphis Pro.
Yeah, that's the first one I watched to him. So I clicked on his channel. Next thing I know, I'm binge watching. Now, some
Yeah,
of his older videos from a year ago, I can't watch them because it's got the vertical format like a short, but it's not a short. It's full length video. But he quit doing that. Now he's shooting with a wide angle, or not wide angle, but 16 by 9.
He fixed the lady's radiator, all new fresh fluid, sent her on her way. And before she pulled out, he gave her $40 to go get something to eat.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
I just
you
saw
know?
one of those videos. Guggen
But-
just replied, Timmy, if you're still around, Timmy, it's a Memphis Pro. Was that grill that Guggen did the thermostat for?
Okay, I remember him talking about that. Memphis Grills, yeah.
But just weird you said that because I just saw that.
Well, you can drive that truck I was talking about. You can drive it in manual if you want to.
Nope, too.
You don't care. All right. Yeah, but I started binge watching that dude, and it's like, dang, he must be making some serious money off that channel to be able to give all them parts away like that.
Well, he's probably
They purposely look for people with the hoods up, broke down.
Yeah.
They're just playing right behind them, you know.
Well, I'm sure he's probably getting something from Elon.
No, I don't know, but O'Reilly sponsors him.
Oh, well, you because that's where you got the radiator from was O'Reilly.
Well, that's his place of choice, unless they don't have something. Now, I have seen him go to an AutoZone, but I hate AutoZone, man. O'Reilly's, that's either O'Reilly's or Napa. I think their parts are superior to anything AutoZone carries or Advanced Auto. O'Reilly's.
We just
Like-
got an O'Reilly's.
I know I've already installed like 3 or 4 of their AC compressors, new ones. You know, they're not OEM, but they're built just like it, import direct, like for anything Nissan, Toyota, anything like that. I mean, those compressors look identical to what comes out of it, and I've had real good luck with those.
Okay, Beverly. Oh, so she hit 3,000 hours.
Yeah.
Is that the new monetization hours?
So for like super chat and memberships.
Yeah,
I still gotta get it 4,000.
That's at my last place of choice. Even if we buy oil, I go to O'Reilly's. We get that Mobile One synthetic for the car.
Yeah, that's what we
And
got for our car.
Francis, she went and got all that stuff to change oil. She goes, "What kind of filter did you say get?" I said, "Wicks. Get Wicks." But that O'Reilly's we go to is not going to have it, so get the Mobile One oil filter.
Yeah, I can't wait to see these, to step in these new ones. We got probably 3 of them within 2 counties. Just recently opened up O'Reilly's.
Yeah, we got one short little drive, then we got another one in Ocean Springs, which a little bit longer drive, but it's not that far. I go to the one in Biloxi. So
I go to Advance before I go to AutoZone. I don't go to AutoZone anymore.
I hate AutoZone. I want to say how old. Who remembers this? If you're old enough, AutoZone used to be called Auto Shack when they first started and come on the scene, and they got sued by Radio Shack. Now Radio Shack's completely out of business, as far as I know. Other than online, they do have a little bit of an online presence, but they got sued by Radio Shack. They had to change it to AutoZone.
Do y'all still have Pep Boys? Did you ever have Pep Boys? Mini Momax?
Why not, Demoose? I watched a video on that Mobile One oil synthetic. That's actually real synthetic. A lot of these brands, you say, I watched the whole thing on this, and a lot of these other oils call it synthetic because there's a different process the way they can legally call it synthetic, but it's not true synthetic. That's all we've ever run in that Toyota Corolla. I'm just wondering why you say that.
What were you saying about Mini Momax, Simon?
I think there's still one in San Antonio, at least one.
Yeah, we had one going towards Washington, and it's closed up now. I used to like going in there because it was like an accessories type thing. If you wanted to get something a little snazzy, like whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, Mobile One actually took these companies. I can't remember which was it, Pennzoil, one of them, about them saying synthetic when in reality it wasn't real, true synthetic, and they went through a process where they could call it that, but they lost the case. Mobile One did because there's really no law about the criteria it's got to meet. So they might be pushing to get that done or whatever, but at the time they lost. Anybody can call it synthetic, and in reality, it might not be true synthetic. Oh,
I told Simon I didn't know if I was gonna be able to make it to 2 hours, and damn, here we're knocking on 2 hours.
yeah. I'm starting to feel like crap. I know
It's
that.
about got like another 37 minutes.
Yeah. I don't ever eat cilantro again.
Oh, shut up, lady.
That's odd about the cilantro stuff. I mean, I don't mind, seasoning and stuff like that, but I'm like Chris. I can't even put a piece of it in my mouth without, like, oh my God, this is so nasty. Put oregano's, thyme, any of that stuff, I'm fine with it. There's Moose replying to you. Did an oil change. Put it in my big block engine. Grenaded it 1,000 miles later. Well, I have heard that it's not something that people suggest you go from a standard motor oil that you've been running a vehicle for a number of miles, 100,000 miles, and then change over to synthetic. I was told that's not really recommended.
Yeah, well, this car, the Toyota, that's what they recommend. That's what we've been using since day one.
Right, from day one, though. I'm
Yeah,
saying if someone was to drive their car for, 100,000 miles, just a standard,
right,
oil, just Valvoline oil, whatever, and then
right.
change over to a fully synthetic, I was told it's something that they don't really recommend you doing.
Well,
I don't know
each
if it's true.
manufacturer is going to give you a recommendation on what kind of oil to use. First off,
Yeah.
but yeah, put in my big block, engine grenaded 1,000 miles later. How many miles was on the vehicle? I mean, it wasn't necessarily oil related, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it could have been just.
I ran 2050 in our VW Beetles. We always kept 2050 in there.
Yeah,
Valvoline, was it 20 weight oil with 50 weight protection, something like that?
I don't know.
Can't remember how that breaks down. I think it's a 20 weight or a 50 weight oil. It's got to be 20 weight oil.
2050. Yeah, her little car, it calls for what is it, 520? No, 020. It's real thin.
Really?
But that's what that motor was designed for. I remember having them old cars back in the 70s. They go to leaking oil real bad. We'd pour that 50 weight in there just to try to slow down a leak,
Yeah. I just got a 7-year-old Mantis Tiller. I was telling Simon I drove to close to where you used to work at, Russ. I was down near Montrose, Northern Neck, Virginia.
Yeah.
Wasn't too far from where you were, but I drove down there. It's been probably 8 years since my mother-in-law passed. I've been down there, but we went down there and I picked up the new old stock, $469 today. I picked it up for $200. Plus, I got a aerator and dethatcher attachment, which is another $250. It was thrown in with the deal. I said, hell yeah, I'll make that drive.
Yeah. Actually, Chris, they did make synthetic oil back in the 70s. I had a 76 Camaro, and I run that Cam 2 synthetic oil. That was out in the 70s, late 70s. Now, I'm sure it probably wasn't recommended, but that's what I ran, just thinking it'd be better. Had no clue. I used the right weight, but it was all synthetic.
Oh, man,
That's
just
the only
in my
one I
shed.
remember them.
What do you think about it, Demoose? Everything I read on it, I just want something, I'm getting old, like Timmy just said in the text. I'm getting old, and
No.
bending over in them flower beds and all that. F all that, man. I want to fire up that Mantis and hold on.
You want your butt cheeks hanging out?
No. All right, Daz, good night.
One thing about it, Lance, you still ain't as old as I am.
I'm trying to catch up.
You're dang close. So.
Was my mother-in-law's. So you haven't used it? I played with it a little bit. It was. I just, matter of fact, it just took the damn tag off of it a little while ago. That it's like an inspection tag and all that. Took the wrapper off the handlebars, the clear wrap off the bars. It was brand spanking new. I couldn't believe it. All right, Beverly. Many times works good. That's what I'm what I'm hearing, Moose, and I've been watching, crashing, or just binging on videos, but it looks like for some reason, if you go forward, it digs. But when you pull it back, it's when it really moves the dirt. It's something in the design. Like, really? I'm going to get it out there yet and play a bit, but a little bit for real. I mean, I've put it out into something that I had turned over twice, but all right, Simon. All right, Russ, I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug on this one, buddy. Everybody's cutting out. See if you went live.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, dude. I was looking to see when that Cam 2 come out. It came out in 1975. That
You're
was
late, Guggen.
RO I had. He'd been here all that time, I bet.
We had a bunch of camp company coming over. One of those guys that bought the garden weasel. I do have a garden weasel. What's up, Guggen? Hi, bye, buddy. Yeah, that's what I was reading so far. But you're still going out there and taking care of your garden. Emily, I'm hoping that it keeps me alive for a little bit longer.
Whoops, wrong account.
Yeah, good. I'm good and pull the cord on it. Appreciate you, buddy. I saw your baptism or your post for it. I didn't see your actual baptism. But
You even got baptized?
his baby boy did.
Oh, okay.
But I think he had a bunch of family over this weekend too. So,
Yeah.
all right, Russ, we'll see you next Sunday, hopefully. And appreciate you coming in here with us.
Yeah, buddy.
Chat, we'll
Night,
see
chat.
you. Thanks, man. Little guy got baptized. Yep. Well, next week. All right, chat. We'll see y'all later. Good night,
Night.
everybody. End stream.